Let's go to court. Let's let's try to find our friend Edgeworth. Let's try to find him innocent. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god! Not a single case? What's up, C2? You'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. Now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out! Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me, times 20! Oh, that's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I mean, I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya. Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh, I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing, dude. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing, dude. Well, it's time. Let's head in.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. von Karma? Is the prosecution ready? Fool! You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right. My apologies.
Oh man, he's even got the judge scared.
Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness.
What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this?
I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Oh, alright, Gumshoes first. Let's see how this goes.
Describe the incident now!
Yes, sir! Man, Gumshoe looks nervous. Please, take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were two men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. Now, at 12:10 a.m., she'd heard two pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went toward the boat rental shop.
Testify to the court about your arrest. Now! Wait, Mr. von Karma. Yes! Actually, I'm the one that's handling this proceeding. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty! That is your role! Oh, yes, of course, you're quite right.
What? No, dude. He's not. Now, a man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning, a body was found in the lake, so we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now.
Dude, Karma's such a jackass, man. Man called into the station about 30 minutes after midnight. Received a call from a man. Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right?
That woman and the man who called in were... A woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously.
Different people?
There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today, I've summoned the woman who was camping.
The woman who was camping, a lot of heart.
What happened next, detective?
I played it. I don't remember anything about this case, to be completely honest. Like, I played this years ago, dude. I remember playing through this, having a lot of fun, playing a couple hours of Phoenix Wright 2, and hating it and just shutting it off forever. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. Wow, that's pretty fast. Yeah, motto for the month is get there quick.
Detective! You will refrain from casually revealing department secrets.
Oh, yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Do that, and you'll be able to look forward to your next salary review.
Oh, so much to look forward to these days.
This is no time for daydreaming. Continue!
Yes, sir. And that's where we found Mr. Edgeworth.
What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then?
Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Like, not like a murderer at all, really.
Detective! The court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hold card. Hard, cold, objective facts.
Hold card objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. No, I didn't suspect anything of him at all. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? Oh, you should know! Oh, we have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors.
Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting poppycock! I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Oh.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good.
Continue now!
But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally.
Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved.
Oh,
well, very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence.
So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? It was a pistol.
Detective Gumshoe,
That is a vital piece of information.
please revise your testimony.
Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Oh my god, he has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. Well, there were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What?
Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge! Judge! This is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Members of the court! We now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective!
Yes, sir.
Was the bullet found in the body from this pistol?
Yeah. The ballistics marking on the bullet matched the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking! To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
Nick, he's glaring at me.
Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ahem. Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. The pistol which, as you may recall, was discovered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order!
Oh, this is bad, dude. Makes it look like Edgeworth did it.
Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point, however. You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I'm somewhat fatigued, so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now! But wait, I... Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man! Yes. Court will take a 10-minute recess.
Dude, Karma's a jackass, dude. What are we supposed to do? Again, someone who just tells the judge, like, when to bang his gavel, man. Edgeworth, what's going on here, dude? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot the man was the person in that photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What?
But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him.
Well, then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there?
I heard a gunshot from very close by.
Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. How am I gonna convince anyone of that, dude? Say, Maya. What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. Ugh. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Yeah, you're useless. Well, actually, you don't know law, you don't have any trial experience or techniques. Pretty much useless, but I can't say that. It's okay, Nick. You don't have to say anything. Your face said it for you. Oh, no, of course I'm sorry. It's okay, Nick. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits! Aw, everyone has their off days. It's okay. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. You never know when my luck is gonna run out. Really? Whoa. Right. Don't jinx this case any worse than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Jesus, dude.
Mr. Von Karma, call your witness.
Yes!
Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at the university.
Oh, that I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand. Understand you, bitch.
Very well, your testimony, please.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car, and I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. And there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat.
Enough!
Huh? Judge?
She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove you from the court if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on the lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant.
Dude, hold up, man. Let us cross-examine. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
A cross-examination? We have photographic proof! What question can there be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty! You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony. Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You'll only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick, contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. What are you gonna do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. It's like I'm a 17-year-old girl who lives in the mountain talking to dead people, and you're a lawyer who's been to school and studied. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time.
Now I feel like I found the contradiction when she was giving her testimony before. Right? She heard a bang come from the lake. She looked out the window, saw the two people there, and then another bang. But the guy was only shot once. One bullet shot to the heart. What? Why doesn't it... Oh my god, dude. Come on, man. Do we really have to press everything? Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions! Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble.
Come on, Karma. I think I hate you. You're trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Fired 3 times. Hold up, man. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. Oh, Maya's really taking this hard. It's probably because I called her useless and then mocked her. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day! Well, yeah, I guess.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really... I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony.
Oh. It's in my car. Heard this bang come up from the lake. Man. I don't know, dude. Could you clearly see the two men? I'll just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Oh, man. Yeah, press a little further. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo! You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
Man, he jumped in quick. He's hiding something. I mean, this looks pretty foggy, right? Doesn't this look really foggy? God damn it. Man, dude. I don't know if it has to do with the gun being fired twice, or the gun being fired 3 times, or the foggy picture. Ugh. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already! I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
Ban, if I'm stuck, if I'm like really stuck somewhere, like I think a good example of that was with the Steel Samurai case, where they have you walking all around studios and like showing people cards and just random stuff like that. If I'm stuck, I don't really mind, to be honest. But for something like the case, no. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions, meaningless!
Nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country girl can be. Oh, that sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? Almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you...
Mr. Wright! The witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained! That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh my god.
What am I supposed to do? Man, it must have something to do. Like, I feel like it has something to do with the gun being shot 3 times. Heard this bang. Wait, did she say anything else? Oh, that was it, dude. Alright, I'm gonna use the gun. The second bang. Alright, let's use it the first bang. I don't know, man. This is freaking confusing, man. Like, there are definitely things that I can say, but I don't know when to say it. Oh, god damn it. That's not right either.
Man, we're down to 1 exclamation point!
We're through, dude. We're through. It's over, man. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? what does a witness motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing! I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
I'm the one who gets to say that.
Well, then say it already!
Objection sustained.
Great. Dude.
Seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting.
Your Honor. You keep your promise.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outburst by holding you in contempt of court.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick! Lana's testimony's fishy, Nick. Real fishy! I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
Then pass your judgment!
Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that?
It was me! Maya?
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not! Lana Hart, your testimony stinks! It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth! This is a matter of life or death! Lana! Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth last night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down! The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lana! Now what's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it! I saw Edgeworth.
Enough!
Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard! Escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He's in contempt of court and must leave.
No. No! Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared.
Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You can't just say right. Like... Wrong! What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Order!
You're in contempt of court. It's too late for your wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
What?
Miss Lana Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he is in contempt. No, I'm not. If you're gonna arrest somebody, arrest me.
Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. Oh man, she did it, dude. She came through. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. Oh, I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? Oh, Lord. Blue badgering, goddamn. Well, what about the other man?
You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright.
I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the testimony. Find it, if you can. What?
The accused will surrender to the court immediately. To be held pending trial at higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned.
What? Oh my god, dude, we have to do the whole thing again. Alright guys, we're gonna press a button. A magic button that lets us skip all of this. Okay. Maybe not skip, but lets us go quickly. Dude, that was messed up, man. I guess that's where you save. Oh my goodness. I think I just press everything and then we're done. Phoenix fast, dude. We're the Blue Badger, man. Oh. Dude. This sucks. I'm not a fan. You like the remix? I like it too, dude. It's very nice. Yeah, we're just playing the game really quickly. This is the speed run. Man, could you imagine, like, actually having to do all this all over again? Yeah, you're useless. Whatever, get out of here. You're worthless. We're almost there. Man, I had no idea that I was gonna be penalized. Just gotta press that press button, dude. Look, fuck off, Ruz. I don't need that sass in my life, man. I don't need the sass. It happened once? Yeah, man. I could see that. Anyway. At least this is really easy. There's like, it's just mindless. You press everything and then... Alright. We're almost there, guys. We're so close. I know that we have to show her the picture because the picture's super foggy and you can't make it out, but I thought I could press her first, man. Like, I thought I'd be allowed to press her for more information. But because I don't want to like have to do all that again, and I feel like this game is the kind of game that would make me do that. Oh my God, it's a miracle. God bless America. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Wait, no. The photo I took. The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What?
Mr. Wright has a point.
That's why I told her not to say that in our testimony. Please. Yet, now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart,
What?
could you see the defendant that night?
Of course, I said I could and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
Oh, I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked out with my binoculars. See? No problem.
You use binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Oh, man. I'm not going to be held in contempt of court again, am I? Lord, I hope not, man. We'll find out. So, how could you see Edgeworth? Well, now just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types that never find a gal where I'm from.
Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Oh, nobody loves me. Once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic...
The issue we're concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained.
Oh, it's not letting her answer any of my questions. So I brought my binoculars with me. I don't know, I feel like we are always about to be held in contempt. Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday, you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, Is the camera really relevant to the case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this! If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear ya. Camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect.
Now wait a minute!
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was you saw Edgeworth. No unnecessary comments, please.
I heard that noise out on the lake. I looked out with my binoculars. I'm from Boston now. Wait. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean?
Well, even binoculars can't see through fog.
But you say you clearly saw him? Yeah, I did, yeah.
Enough! There's no room for doubt in her testimony.
It's pretty doubtful to me, but I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many Von Karmic objections I get. I'm gonna find a hole in the testimony if it's the last thing I do. Alright. So, the camera for meteor showers, dude. We should use the camera. Because it was set up to take loud noises. And that's kind of weird, right? She's from South Boston. Yeah. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed out directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photo of the stars, Mr. Hart. Miss Hart.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Oh, well then what exactly was she photographing?
The Chewbacca defense. Easy. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting of Gord Lake.
Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy.
Well, I've got proof.
Oh, I have it. I've got proof.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. No joking around this time, please.
Here is proof. The camera. The freaking camera, dude. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take pictures in response to loud noises, correct? Thus the photograph here when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? I think it's supposed to be the Loch Ness Monster, something like that. That's why you had set up your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order, order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try to take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Haha, not bad. Are all lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to get a photograph of Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? Well, that don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly! You just use... Would you just use several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist?
Hey! But as she so succinctly said, so what?
It changes nothing.
That's not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it, but what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of it.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching from Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
All right, fine. I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something's gonna change. It has to. And I'm gonna spot it.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping outside by the lake. Oh, but that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Objection!
The witness testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more time with another pointless cross-examination.
I claim the defense is right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. You seem so sure of yourself, you must have something in mind. That would be a first.
Very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. There's no problem with the testimony. You will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, man. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm high-flaunting enough to be called a man of anything. An investigative photographer. An investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and then you sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. That's when I had a sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. It's kind of a shaky basis for a career. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. she's right. The popper went off and it used a whole roll of film. But I think more importantly is that the gun was fired 3 times, right? And there should be 3 pictures, right? Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah! They even had him up on TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news Rumor of the Month show qualifies. Last month's show was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey! They also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real!
Mr. Wright, there's one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we?
Yes, Your Honor. That's why I was camping out by the lake. Yeah, she also only heard 2 gunshots. So that's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera. Yep, borrowed it from a friend at a university. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? Only time the camera triggered was that night. All I was hiding. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purposes at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah! Second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Oh. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually.
Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to the case.
Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet. Exactly what sort of sound was it? I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. Wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know, if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What did I do now? You giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush, puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Huh? Wait. So you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass. Nobody was on the shore, neither. I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Karma any other way, man. There has to be something. Actually, oh. Alright, he said this is where we probably should have presented something else, huh? Man. What would we do? I don't even know what we would submit. Like, what would we even submit, dude? And where would we do it? I heard the bang, like, right straight out at the lake. Wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat? Her camera, dude! Why wouldn't she look at her camera? God damn it! Man! I don't think that matters. The last statement of my gun? I don't know, dude. See, that's the thing. That's what he said. He's like, you know, there must be something to look at, right? There is something to look at. If she thought, like, why wouldn't she look at maybe the pictures? Is that what I should say? Like, why wouldn't you look at the picture at that moment? I don't know, man. I don't think the map in the boat was gonna do anything. Because the way the map worked is, the boat was, like, here. And she's here. Like, she sees the boat. That's not the case. What about the Gordy article? Objection! We did it, dude. God damn it. Miss Hart! Were you really looking at the boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It's the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it. I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought.
Order! Continue, Mr. Wright.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart! Are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Oh, sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be a witness to murder and all. I got kind of excited. I was sure I was watching that boat. Till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey! You got the photograph, you got proof!
So we can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and...
Witness! That's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what? What was she gonna say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. Oh, she even had a photograph to prove it, but you can't really tell from the photo who's shooting. She's gonna enlarge the photo? It'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo! Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance! If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? We gotta make her show it, dude. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged it, didn't you? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist!
Wait, what are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. And a sad girl in the snow appears.
What's the meaning of this, Von Karma?
Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
We still can't see who's firing in this. It could be the defendant. Maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright?
Has to be something, dude.
You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good it's done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. And I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I've stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence.
A decisive witness.
What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. I believe it's time for me to declare my verdict.
What? There's gotta be some clue in this picture somewhere. Oh, this is awful. What should I do? What can we do? I don't see anything. I mean, I guess we'll object anyway, right? Your Honor! There's something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Here goes nothing, dude. I'll show the judge what's strange about the photo. I mean, maybe it's the hand, dude. Maybe it's the fact that he's left-handed. We'll find out. That's a good point, man. Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. You guys, man. You guys are on it.
The hand?
The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. The man's left hand does what?
Oh, wait, what? This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. Oh man, that's it, dude! The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding the pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Oh yeah. Oh man, we're the best. We're all the best.
Now that everyone in this courtroom has quieted down, I'd like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You've given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? There's only one explanation remaining, dude.
The man who shot the victim.
Was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order!
Blame it on Larry. If something smells, it's usually the butts, man.
So you're saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
There's no way it could have been suicide.
Well, that means...
Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course! I considered the possibility of suicide, you see. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for the trial this day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Oh, that was close. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I've yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look.
I did not kill him. I was just kidding around, dude. It's fine. Look, I'm gonna go check on mine. Oh, right.
Tell her something for me.
What?
Tell her to watch what he says in court. That's all.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear you say that, Edgeworth. Freaking jerk. I requisitioned a transcript of Lada's entire testimony. I thought it might give me ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard.
That was rough.